that she said yes and said, "Hey, I'll come." So, all of you out there in Instagram land and TikTok land and YouTube land, I'm going to need you to also pay attention because you're going to get some really good gems today because I just know who is on the line. Sometimes people don't know who you really have in your back pocket. This is somebody that is a blessing to be in our back pocket. So make sure, make sure, make sure. Oh, Nona Carey said, I can attest that she is the truth. Go ahead, Nona Carey.
Please let me get off mic. Hey, doctor. Look, I love this lady. Look, I got tears in my eyes. Let me tell y'all, she is everything. I'm the reason why man, she don't even ask for a lot of money and she dropped so many gems. But doctor, I got so much to talk to you about because I did the book. I worked on it. So I just got to finish everything that you told me. But I plan on reaching out. So I will. So do not think I forgot. But I learned everything. I heard everything you said in our consultation. Like, y'all, she's worth it. You know what I mean? And the money, oh my God, like I'm just so excited. I didn't know she was coming in here today. I didn't, when you said her name, I looked, scrolled, I said, oh my gosh, she's here, but I love you. And I'll go on mute.
So wonderful, so wonderful. So yeah, let me do our stuff so I can turn it over. Shh, shh, shh. So our affirmations for today says, for every problem that I may create, I am confident that I can find a solution. Life supports me in every possible way. And that's true. I know life supports me because I see who show up for me, so I know life is supporting me. The second one says, loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. When I love and accept myself, loving others is easy. My heart is open. I allow my love to flow freely. I love myself. I love others, and others love me. Because they do, and they do, and they do. Here's our 5 minutes of gratitude. It says, want what you have, and then you can have what you want. Want what you have, then you can have what you want. That's by Frederick Dodson. Now, fill in the four blanks. Something that worked out much better than I hoped. Something that worked out much better than I hoped. Number two, a reason to smile right now. I got lots of reasons to smile right now. Dr. Tawana Ross is in the building, and I'm leaving for DR in the morning. Yes. Snap, snap, snap. Someone whose presence makes my life sweeter. Someone whose presence makes my life sweeter. And the last one, something in my life that makes it worth living. Life supports me in all the ways I need. Life supports me in all the ways I need. And our last thing for October the 17th is leaning into a deep breath of life, daily inspiration by Heart Centered for Heart Centered Living. This is by Alan Cohen. We are all people who live from our hearts, so these inspiring stories are great for us. So for October the 17th, it starts with the words sensitive souls. And the quote says, great geniuses have the shortest biographies. Their cousins can tell you nothing about them. Ooh, James Thurber. Great geniuses have short biographies. We know that to be pretty much true. But their cousins can tell you nothing about them. Isn't that the thing? Your family don't know nothing about what you do. And I swear, my cousin asked me one time, what is it that you do exactly? It was such an insult. I'm like, what? I didn't even tell him. I didn't even tell him. Anywho, it goes in a college psychology class. I was required to read a book subtitled The Mental Institution as a Last Resort. The book's thesis was that many people in mental institutions are not crazy, but just more sensitive than most people in the society. The author suggested that many mental patterns are simply too finely strung to fit in the mainstream. And an institution is a safe place, similar to an ashram or monastery, where they can be who they are and without having to adapt to society that is in many ways more insane than they are. Hilda Charlton noted the souls who are particularly fine tuned emotionally, artistically, or spiritually are often unable to cope with the heaviness of the world, and so they turn to various addictions to escape. Alcoholics, drug addicts, and many mental patients are highly evolved souls who cannot find comfort, acceptance, or a forum for expressions in their worldly circles. So they sedate their senses for homelessness with chemicals or insanity. Indeed, many great artists, musicians, thinkers, inventors, and visionaries have sought to to take refuge in addiction or illusion. A Course in Miracle confirms that we do not need to escape from the world we see, for it is not a place of truth or godliness. But the Course asserts we will not find refuge if we follow the promptings of fear. If you must escape, then escape into truth. In the Hindu culture, holy men and women are revered and cared for by the society. Saints and mystics are not tested, prodded, poked, cross examined, rationalized, written off, or shunned as they are in the West. In that culture, genuine visionaries are supported to do their spiritual work while people care for their worldly needs and responsibilities. Let us honor our sensitivity and create a supportive space for talented souls to express our true selves. I pray to create a world in which the gifts of God are respected and empowered. I express my artistic nature with courage and confidence. Oh, that is so good. The crazy people ain't crazy. So if that's you, see, you not even crazy. You just are more sensitive to the things that's going on in the world. And that's what musicians and thinkers, when you think about the people who they said they were that were crazy, those are the ones who came up with all the inventions, all the beautiful artwork, all of the everything that we see. They said they was crazy. And a lot of those people, not only did they say they were crazy, they died penniless. And after they were dead, then they were famous. Tesla died penniless. Penniless. I believe Van Gogh, the painter, died penniless. Like these people were not crazy. They were geniuses, but the world just didn't understand them. So, with that being said, I hope you are holding on and belted to your seat. I got my pen. I got my blank note paper right here because I'm about to turn this situation over to our hold on. Nona Carey, what you got? What you got? What you
You
got?
got? Look, because I was so excited screaming. But what I wanted to say though is so remember she told me about doing a book. I know you said yours is a bestseller. You guys have to go through her. Like I said, I'm finishing all that up. But what she also taught me was LinkedIn. So I changed my profile, my I guess my bio, right? And I only have about 4,000 because I never really did LinkedIn like that until I spoke with her. I mean, I had a LinkedIn prior to her, so I got about 4,000 followers now. But now I have people that reach out because I unfortunately or fortunately, because I know this call goes everywhere. I'm still in corporate America somewhat. But when I was searching for employment, I didn't change my LinkedIn. I left my LinkedIn for my business. So I have people hitting me up now. They'll write me and they'll ask me what my analytics are on my show. So I have people wanting to make connections with me because of her, because of me updating what I did. And it could be tweaked more. I owe her, so I have to set with the real meeting with her, and she wasn't charging a lot. Like she does, like what she does for you, it's not a lot of money. So I was just trying to, I got so many irons in the fire trying to figure out. So I needed, but it's so funny that when you said last week we were getting her, because I was like, I need her now because I have so many different things going on and I know she can help me put them in place. So I just wanted to say that before she spoke, that it has nothing to do with the meeting today. It's all from our first meeting that we had. She gave me so like, I think the meeting was probably supposed to be like 30 minutes and we probably were on the phone like 2 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
He
And
does
then she
that.
gave me a great deal because of you, So I
Yeah.
thank you for bringing her in our lives, but especially me right now because I'm talking about me. So I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. But yeah, I've been thinking about it because I was like, oh my God, okay. Because I'm like stuck right now and I know that she can untangle me and figure out where to put all the pieces, what to start now because I have so much going on and you need her too again. And then don't worry about your people saying that they don't know what you do. You do a whole lot. You
I,
do a
I
whole
know,
lot. So
I
we
know,
got to
I
figure out
know.
how to summarize it,
I
when we
give up the
introduce ourselves. So
yes.
we all good. But with that, look, without further ado, let's welcome. Like, I'm going on
Go
mute.
ahead, do your hosting. Do your hosting.
Girl, I gotta. I'll be here forever because she is magnificent. She is incredible. She's so intelligent. She's down to earth. Not only that, she's beautiful,
Oh, thank
but
Yes,
she's so supportive.
yes, yes.
Welcome to the stage, y'all. We got
you,
Dr.
thank you,
Fauna in
thank
the
you.
building.
I'm talking like that is an amazing introduction. I'm telling you, thank you so much. I mean, it just means so much to me. I get so invested in your lives when I spend time with you in what I call virtual coffee. It really is a 30-minute session. Uh, and I really do pour as much as I can into you in that time. And I get so attached, so invested in your progress and your success. So thank you, Ms. Nona Carey, because I really believe in your mission. So it means so much to me to know that the little bit of time that we spent together resulted in what you see, especially on LinkedIn. I'm gonna get to LinkedIn in a minute. Can I just share my morning affirmations? Does
Please,
anybody want what I had this morning for my affirmations? I want to
yes,
share this with you. I
please.
really want to share this with you. This was this morning. Just like Dr. Darlaina, morning time for me is affirmation time. So 3 statements from today. The first one is, wow, something amazing just happened to me.
Wow.
Get that in your spirit. Let me tell you. Wow, something amazing just happened to me. That's the first one. The next one is, I love what's happening in my life. I
Ooh.
love what's happening in my life. And then the last one, all areas of my life are dramatically improving. All areas of my life are dramatically improving. And so it is done. Thank you for letting me share my affirmations. Affirmations are so incredibly important to me. Um,
Mhm.
I mean, my goodness, we gather here. I respect this space as the space to truly honor the law of attraction. And I'm just so grateful to be a witness. I'm just so, I'm just so grateful
Mhm.
to be a witness. Let me go ahead and pull this up. I brought this with me today. I did a presentation yesterday to a group of teenpreneurs, and I'm proud to say they were all Black. Ooh, yes.
Oh, yes.
I'm telling you, it. I damn near cried. I swear I did, um, because it was just beautiful to see. It gave me hope that there are parents out there who may not have caught the entrepreneurship boat themselves, but they're leading their children
Yes.
down that path. That gives me so much hope. That gives me so much hope on so many levels as a non-parent, okay, child free on purpose. Yes, I need hope, okay?
I love it.
So I'm going to pull this up because I did this presentation yesterday for a group of teenpreneurs, and I think that this is so perfect today. I really do. I'm going to go through these slides very quickly. It's not that many slides. I'm going to speed through the slides though, because I really want to get to the point where I can speak with you about something you're working on, any goals that you've got, and you're not quite sure. How can this crazy platform called LinkedIn have anything to do with your progress? I'm telling you, speaking of being a witness, people think I'm exaggerating when I say this. LinkedIn changed my life. So I'm here today just to impart a little bit because we don't have that much time. I want to give you as much as I can possibly give you It's up to you to take it and do something with it. As you see heard from Ms. McCary, if you do the work, like, you will see the results. There's a young man named Jermel Howard. I spent 20 minutes on the phone, I don't know, 7 years ago. 20 minutes. That was it, on the phone. We weren't even on Zoom. He took what I gave him in 20 minutes. That dude put it on social media somewhere, talking about how this 20 minutes got him 2 Marvel roles. Marvel. Okay. Now, I don't know shit about Marvel. I don't. But I know it's big because he told me one of those roles was playing Tupac's brother. I said, playing Tupac's brother because of some shit you did on LinkedIn that I told you to do in 20 minutes? He said, yes, ma'am.
That's
Okay.
it.
So take your copious notes today. I'm going to go through this very quickly. All I'm going to leave you with is why we're even talking about LinkedIn in the first place, what your personal brand has to do with anything. I'm going to give you the simplest formula that I can create for you to put all this into action. And I'll also show you what not to do as well as what to do. And then we can talk. We really do some workshopping around what it is you got going on and how LinkedIn can help you. Let's not get hung up on this, but it answers the question of why we're on LinkedIn. Now, I say don't get hung up on it because this is what I want you to remember. This right here, you don't even have to read anything on this slide. Just look right here. Okay. Mm-hmm. And so this is my message to all of y'all. And I don't mean you specifically, I mean the ether, to all the people who are Facebook famous. I commend you. I commend you. You probably had to spend some dollars to buy some ads and whatnot. You got millions of followers. But when I talk to you about how many clients you got from being Facebook famous, and you tell me you don't hit your sales quotas, I got a problem with that. Because over here on LinkedIn, as you see, the difference between Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all those, that's social networking. There's nothing wrong with social networking. It's just that when you're networking socially, you're networking with your friends and family. I beg you to find me a business that is supported by family and friends' dollars. Okay? Therefore, if you network on LinkedIn, which is a professional networking platform, you're going to see that conversions exist over there where people are actually talking about business and it's not about their friends and family. Okay. So that's what I want you to take away from this one slide. Why are we even on LinkedIn? Why do we care about LinkedIn? Because if you have a business, I'll expand the scope. If you want to get out of your corporate America job, now I'm speaking from experience because this is my journey. You want to get out of your corporate life and into full-time entrepreneurship. The conversations you need to be having are taking place on LinkedIn. The conversations in your DMs on Facebook, I'm gonna laugh at that all day. I'm gonna laugh at it all day. Because what you got in your Facebook DMs is, hey, hun, I love what you do. I'm so proud of you. Yes. Can you work with me for 3 months? All I got is $500. Okay, good luck. Good luck with that. Now, let's talk about your personal brand, though, because I'm biased here. I should have stated my bias up front. My bias is that I am master certified as a business coach and a brand coach. So I really do see life through the goggles of all things business and all things branding. Your personal brand matters to me. All of us have a personal brand. Some of us just don't know how to communicate it. And that's okay. That's absolutely okay. That's why people come to me. I'm gonna make it simple for you. Your personal brand is what we say about you when you leave the room. It's everything that you leave with us that reminds us of your spirit, your thought process, the way you smell, the way you look, the way the way your presence emanates, right? All of that has to do with your personal brand. And I submit to you that LinkedIn is a branding tool if you use it that way. I realize that people think of LinkedIn as a place you go find a job. I get it. It does that. However, it's bigger than that. It is a branding tool if you allow it to work that way for you. Whether you use it that way or not, though, please understand the rest of the world uses it that way. LinkedIn is where we go to vet you. So even if we saw you on IG or Facebook or TikTok or whatever else, the moment you ask us to spend some money, whether that's buying your products, signing up for your services, referring you to whoever, the moment you ask us to spend some money, guess what we're going to do? We're going to go over to LinkedIn and see if you're legit. Okay. We go vet people on LinkedIn. I call that sales enablement or sales prevention. It's one or the other. We're going to go to LinkedIn. We're going to make a buying decision. Now, here's what I want you to walk away with for this slide, because this is my favorite statistic right here. LinkedIn says, based on their data, that on average, people open and close profiles within 4 seconds. 4 seconds. Now, let me make this real life for you. Okay, got my cell phone right here. If I happen to have the LinkedIn app on my cell phone, or even if I'm on my desktop, what they're saying to you is, oh, here's a profile. Let me look it up, because maybe he's cute in his profile picture. Let me go see who this cat is. Bam, open the profile. Nothing to see here. Scroll down, nothing to see here. Ain't shit on this page. You close it. That's 4 seconds. That's 4 seconds, people. So if you don't capture our attention immediately, and we can't see what your personal brand is all about immediately, good luck getting 4 seconds and beyond. Okay. So I want to solve this problem for you. I want you to understand what your personal brand is all about and simplify, because I understand when I speak to people that the concept of personal branding can be intimidating if you've never worked on it. Like, it can be something intimidating to think about, but we all have a personal brand. So this is the simplest formula that I can create for you to make this real, get your wheels turning in terms of what do you want to communicate to the world, to the marketplace, to your demographic. This is a formula. This is a recipe, if you will. So you take simple ingredients, your charisma, the charisma you bring, your aura, that charisma, that is a valuable asset. It is a valuable ingredient. You got no charisma, nobody remembers your personal brand. Okay. Your authenticity. That means you being real. That means you without the filters. That means you without the code switching, the real you. Okay. The authentic version of you, whatever that is, that's an ingredient that we cannot go without. And then lastly, what piques our interest? What is it that you bring to the table? What is it that you can teach us? What can you do for us? What's going to pique our interest? You put all that in a bowl, stir it up. I promise you, you will start to lean into your personal brand and begin to communicate it effectively. Because if you think about this recipe, is everything that people have been telling you for years about you. Even if you can't come up with it for yourself, it's what everyone has always told you, right? I remember being told as a kid, your mouth is either going to get you in trouble or get you paid. That's what they told me growing up. My whole childhood, I kept hearing about how my mouth was going to get me in trouble or get me paid, right? Somebody else told me that. But in doing the work and working with my brand coach on identifying what my brand is all about, we use that as a part of what the brand represents. Yes, everybody knows that if you put me on your agenda, my mouth is probably going to get me in trouble or get me paid. One or the other. I'm going to step on some toes or I'm going to walk away with the bag. One or the other. Okay. So your charisma, what makes you authentically you, and then ultimately what piques our interest, all of that represents what your personal brand is. Now on LinkedIn, this is no cap. Okay. Now here's my disclaimer. Jane Doe here that you're looking at, this is an actual LinkedIn profile. This Jane Doe is real. And if you ever did a search for Jane Does on LinkedIn, you know there are thousands of Jane Does on LinkedIn, thousands, which proves my point that on LinkedIn, you have got to stand out. When you don't stand out, no matter who you are, what you do, where you're trying to go, we're not paying attention. Because this right here is some hot garbage. Let me tell you why. There's nothing here that we're going to remember about Jane Doe. She didn't give us any visual clues about her brand whatsoever. There's no messaging, there's no visuals, there's no intention, there's no indicator that Jane Doe lifted a finger. Okay. Two things in particular that I want you to see so I can show you how to fix it. Everybody has the default background on LinkedIn. In fact, everyone has the default everything on LinkedIn. Your whole profile is default settings until you customize everything. And I encourage you to customize everything on your LinkedIn profile, everything from the top of the page to the bottom. And by top of the page, by the way, I mean your URL. So if you go pull up your LinkedIn profile right now, because you're leaning into thinking about how this tool can use you, go look at work for you rather. Go look at your page right now. Look at the URL. If your URL says linkedin.com/your name plus a series of letters and numbers, that's how we, the general public, know that you are not LinkedIn savvy. That's how we know. Okay. If you were LinkedIn savvy, you would have customized that URL, and the back half of that URL would have been your brand name. Okay. Mine back in the day was linkedin.com/the LinkedIn professor. Right. So everything on your page from the top to the bottom, but especially two things in particular that I want you to see right here. Two things that Jane Doe has done wrong. This background has not been customized. There's something so incredibly wrong with not having a background image on your LinkedIn photo at profile at the top of the page. There's something so wrong with wasting all of the real estate at the top of your page. That's where you're supposed to catch our attention. So if there's nothing there, that's no cap. We have no reason to stay on this profile beyond 4 seconds. Okay, the second thing that Jane Doe has done wrong, and I'm going to show you how to fix all this. Jane Doe has not customized her headline. Now, let me pause for a minute, because if you are not familiar with the LinkedIn headline, it's the text that appears below your name wherever we find you on the platform. So anywhere we see you, we see your name, your picture, and then we see your headline. Your headline, the default headline is simply your current job title until you customize it. Please put this in your notes because this is homework for you. I beg you, please do this homework. Your headline is 220 characters worth of real estate for messaging. Okay, I'm going to show you several examples of what this looks like, but put it in your notes. That's 220 characters. So when you pull up a Word document and you're editing what your messaging should look like, edit it in the Word document, use the 220 characters. The more space you use, the more you will get the algorithm on your side. Okay. Now, one last piece on no cap, because I would not be doing my job if I didn't stop right here to beg you, like I'm on bended knee begging you. Your LinkedIn profile photo, and by the way, these are all real. These are all actual LinkedIn profile photos. These are real. I didn't get these off the internet somewhere. These were sourced from LinkedIn. I want you to think about your profile picture. If your profile picture on LinkedIn right now resembles anything close to anything you see here, if it's even close, I need you to shut down your account for a minute. Like, just get off LinkedIn for a minute. Okay. This is hurting you on so many levels. If your profile looks anything close to any of these things, these are real, right? So if we look at your page and we can't determine which one is you, like which one is you, okay? Which one is you? Your name might be Colby. Which one of you is Colby? Okay. Is this your kid? Do you pay child support? Like, I shouldn't be having these thoughts when I'm looking at your profile page. This shouldn't be on my mind. Okay. So please, homework item number 2, check your photo. If your photo is not a professional headshot, meaning you paid for that shit, if it's not professional, take it down. Take it down, go straight to JC Penney or whatever you have in your hometown that still does headshots for $20. Okay. Don't do AI. Get us a real picture of you, but please invest some money in your financial future. It just makes sense. Okay. Oh, I want you to see what this is supposed to look like. Okay. So the next few slides, I think there's about 3 or 4 of them, are just visuals for what this should look like. I want you to have real life examples. Okay. Just pause for a minute. I think my heart, I just got emotional. This is not supposed to happen like this, but I'm a little choked up. Can I share something that just happened 2 days ago? Sometimes I have to say things out loud just to like articulate it. I've not told anyone this, but I just got emotional, and here's why. These are all clients of mine that you're going to see over the next few slides. This child crushed it on LinkedIn. This 10-year-old child hired me 8 years ago because he had a goal. He set a goal at 8. His goal was to become a certified Les Brown speaker within 1 year's time. That was his goal. So he identified coaches that he wanted to hire in order to hit his goal. This child paid us, not his parents. He didn't borrow from mom and dad. This child paid my $10,000 invoice, okay? At 10. Look who else he hired. My business coaches are Dave Anderson, the business bully, and Les Brown. A 10-year-old had the balls to go ask Tony Dungy to write the foreword for his book at 10. Here's why that made me emotional when I pulled this slide up and just saw this for a moment. 2 days ago, just 2 days ago, I received in the mail my copy of a book called The Real Black Agenda. The Real Black Agenda was written by my mentor, Dave Anderson, the business bully himself. This cat that I've been following and stalking since the early 2000s when I heard him on WBLS back in the day. Studied this man, followed everything he did in business. Ultimately manifested a relationship with the business bully himself, Dave Anderson. I received his book in the mail just 2 days ago. You see, he signed it over there. He signed it. A nice little note there to thank me. Hi, Tawana. Hi, Dr. Tawana. I'm honored by your love and friendship. Thank you for everything. Now, mind you, Dave Anderson, my mentor, is the person, this is on social media somewhere. This man said after a 90-minute conversation with little old me, he said that was the best 90-minute conversation he's had with anybody other than his wife and Stevie Wonder. So you can imagine when I received the book, I sat down and read the whole book in one sitting so you can understand. I want you to understand where my emotions came from just now. I got to page 148. This is all the way at the end of the book. I'm at 148. This section is called Tools and Resources. And he's listing off tools and resources that are verified in Black-owned businesses. Everything for estate planning, financial literacy. I'm reading through all this. I'm looking at the names. I'm like, God damn, that's my client. Oh shit, that's my client. George, that's my client. And right under my client's name, it says in this book, it says LinkedIn strategy, Dr. Tawana Ross, the LinkedIn professor. Listen, when I'm telling you that LinkedIn changed my life, I'm telling you, Dave Anderson didn't know me. Dave Anderson back in the day didn't know me until I hit him up on LinkedIn and told him about how I've been following his businesses for many, many years. And he says, you know what? I'm coming to Chicago. Let's go to the Michael Jordan Steakhouse. I'm like, of course. He brings his gorgeous wife. I'm gonna go. It's Dave Anderson. Man, so when my client, this child, came to me with his goal, I said, you got to go to Dave. He hired us. He paid for our services. He did the work. You see, this child did the work. Okay? As a result of doing the work, this child was featured on New York, in New York Post for, at that time, making 6 figures in a month, consistently at that time for 6 months, which was unheard of. He's now a multi-millionaire. He's a freshman. He just went to college. He's playing football for fun because dude is a multi-millionaire with multiple businesses. And if you ever talk to him, ask him, how did you get here? One of the things he's going to tell you is he's mastered networking. Look who he's networking with, okay? Let me give you the biggest gift I'm going to give you right here on this one slide. I feel like this is the biggest gift I will ever give you in life. If you don't already know GCF, this is the biggest gift I can possibly give you. If you don't know GCF, Dr. George C. Frazier, put it in your notes. Just put it in your notes. Just write down GCF. Stands for Dr. George C. Frazier, this cat right here. I sold him 2 cell phones in 1995 in the Cleveland AT&T store. I didn't know who he was at the time until my father, my dad, lectured me for hours about who this man was. Okay, now I know who he is because I'm in the inner circle. And so now I know the best gift I can give you is for you to do what this child did and get in the presence, get in the inner circle of GCF. If Dr. G knows you, like I can text him right now, he's going to respond within 5 minutes. Okay. That's the best gift I can give you. And that's what that child did as a result of using LinkedIn. Now, we talked about your photo. And I begged you to invest some money in a professional headshot. What I really want you to do is invest your money in a professional branding shoot, because if you do an actual branding shoot with a branding photographer, someone like Miss Stacy, what you're going to walk away with is something that looks like this. When we open your profile, if you're not making this kind of impact immediately, you're not going to hit 4 seconds with our attention span, not the way our attention span is set up these days. You've got to make an impression immediately. I guarantee you, you're never going to forget this visual When you think of professional branding photography, you're going to think about Stacey Pierce, right? That's what your profile should do. This one I love, Miss BB, Miss Bianca. She puts it right in your face. She even highlights for you what she wants you to equate her image with: influence, right? You see this, you see influence. You see this and you see, damn, I need a budget to work with her, right? She's not a budget provider. You can look at this and tell with her messaging, her visual, you can tell. So it's no surprise the homegirl is out here pitching billion-dollar companies. Can you pitch a billion-dollar company on Facebook and actually get them to respond to you? Show me. Show me. At this point, she wasn't even on the platform, but 6 months. If she's pitching billion-dollar companies, I added Dr. Debbie, not for DEI, but as an example, some of y'all caught that. As an example, because Dr. Debbie came to me and said, LinkedIn's not the place for me because I'm a unicorn that does magic and I have pink hair. And I said, girlfriend, that's why you should be on LinkedIn. Don't you know we're tired of looking at these old white men in suits? Like, we don't want to see that. This is what she created once she understood the assignment that LinkedIn is where you show up as the complete, authentic version of you. Because guess what happened when she did this? All the other unicorns started hitting her up. She's got a little unicorn village now. Why? Because people hanging out on LinkedIn have all kinds of personalities, all kinds of backgrounds, all kinds of similar goals. It's a place to hang out with like-minded people if you know how to find them. And that's why your messaging matters, your visual matters, all of the things that will attract the people to you that get you to the level you want to be at. And this is the last client that I have to show you. Such a special one because she started as my coach. I hired her as my coach, my second coach. And to see her, to watch her build what she is building, it literally blows my mind. It literally blows my mind. And she's built this nonprofit called Moving Day Montvia that specializes in doing dorm room makeovers for kids who have aged out of foster care who are going to HBCUs. So if you know anything about foster care and kids coming out of foster care, if they're lucky to get into college, that's a very small percentage. The percentage of foster kids that are going to HBCUs is 1%. I think it's under 1%, but I'm rounding it up, 1%. What happens to these kids, though, who are lucky enough to get into an HBCU as a foster kid is they get dropped off at the school. I've seen this video so many times, different videos, different kids. It breaks my heart. They literally get dropped off. So their social worker packs up their stuff in the car, they ride to the college, they get dropped off. Now you say all the kids get dropped off at college. Of course. Yeah, other kids get dropped off at college too, but the other kids get dropped off after the parents have gone into the room, helped them set up the room, went grocery shopping, did all the things. You don't just pull up and drop a kid off in the parking lot and say deuces. But that's what happens to these kids. So in TJ's organization, she brings us an army of volunteers. We all come together and we buy all the things that a kid needs in their dorm room. How do we know what they need? They tell us. They literally make a list. You can go on her website and you can pick a kid and just buy everything in their Amazon cart or their wish list or whatever it is. It's the most amazing thing. But to have seen her build this when she didn't have a presence on LinkedIn at all. When we started this thing, she fought me tooth and nail about LinkedIn because she was Facebook famous, still is Facebook famous. But now, as a result of being on LinkedIn, she's got contracts, donors, sponsors. That wasn't happening over on Facebook. Over on Facebook, everyone's, oh, congratulations, what a great cause. Thank you for helping our youth. Okay, there's a difference. So what I want you to walk away with, everything that I showed you today, because I want to shut up now and give you an opportunity to do some workshopping, but I want desperately for you to be thinking about, what are your goals? What is it that you want to be doing in your life, in your business, in your world, whatever that looks like? Okay, whatever that looks like, personal, business, whatever. How can we get linked into the equation for you? Because LinkedIn is the place that's going to connect you with the opportunities that you're looking for. Okay, so I want to open the floor to questions, workshopping, what your scenario is, what can we solve for you right now, what are some action items to walk away with. And for those of you thinking in the moment of what does this look like for me, while you're thinking, grab your cell phone, get that QR code right there, because as Dr. Darlaina told you earlier, I do love to pour into you, but I also understand this is a lot to digest, a lot. And then some of you are going to be overwhelmed when you look at your to-do list and you say, this is a lot, right? I understand that. I'm here to support you. I also believe in investing in my clients. It's something that's just at my core, because I don't ever want for someone to walk away from coaching just because they don't see it in their budget. Like, that's a silly thought process to me. So that QR code there is going to lead you to a page where you can schedule a coaching session with me. And every time you do that via that QR code, this isn't going to work if you find some other, like if you just go to my website, this is not going to work for you. You need that QR code, because that QR code specifically ties to Dr. Darlaina Rose. This is not for the general public. This literally says Dr. Darlaina Rose on it, okay? But what it entitles you to is a free session every time you schedule one, okay? You buy one, you get one. That is me investing in you. You come to the table, I'm gonna meet you, right? Buy one, get one free with that QR code. And with the time that we have remaining, what questions can I answer? What kind of scenarios can we workshop?
I can't breathe.
I know, right? That was a lot.
Go ahead, Maya.
What a beautiful name.
Lessons. First, thank you, Dr. Ross, for being here. Really appreciate everything that you have said. First of all, I just want to say you would make the cutest emoji. Everything about your face is so perfect. Uh, yes. I just wanted to know, like, I've always stayed away from Facebook and social media. I do not have a Facebook account. I felt like with social media, especially with Facebook, we really aren't social. I really didn't realize how much LinkedIn was could get connected, because when I first was about to start my page on LinkedIn, it kind of gave me a Facebook feeling. I didn't understand how, now that you're explaining how people were trying to pitch their brand and also set up kind of their own, I guess, entity and business within the LinkedIn umbrella. So my question is, without having a lot of platforms, because a lot of people want to connect their Facebook and their thousands of followers and all of that. I want to start my business and I would like to use this platform because it seems like a more professional way to go about it. Does it matter about the others, or do I need these other platforms in order to make that LinkedIn more mesh together or stick the way a lot of people you'll see they have all of their hashtags with I mean all of their social media platforms within the LinkedIn. Would that look really I guess suspect, or like, well, why aren't you on Facebook? Like, where are the rest of your platforms?
Great question. So I have a newer client, newer about two months now. We've been together. This particular client has no footprint anywhere on any platform. They just don't do social media at all, never bought into it. And the reason that they came to me, still not wanting to buy into it, they understand that everybody else checks LinkedIn. So even though they told me straight up, they're not going to be using this tool, but they know they need to set it up because other people are looking at them. I said, yes, that's correct. So I fully understand where they're coming from. And I myself have divorced social media. I'm about 2.5 years in now. Nobody sees me anywhere on any platform doing anything public. I've learned how to master LinkedIn without being seen, okay? Moving in silence, in other words. So I don't think that you have to be on other platforms, but I'm saying that from my experience of not having a presence anywhere, but still using the tool the way it could be used to get you to the results you're looking for. Now, that said, the reason that you see people that have multiple platforms listed in all the different corners is because you do want people to have an easy path to get to you. If the only path to you is this one platform, then you've got to make Google understand that there's this place only to find you. For the marketplace, that is work you're asking your future clients to do to find you. That's work you're asking them to do that an algorithm would normally do. Okay. So I think it comes down to what's your actual goal? What's your intention with your business? Like, based on your sales goals, can you hit those sales goals year after year without having an online presence? That's what I'd be looking at. I hope that helps. Did that answer
It
your
did. No,
question?
it did. It really did. Thank you.
Okay. All
Because
right.
I think that was also one part of it. I didn't find the need for like a Facebook or anything if I wasn't like I didn't want to just have pictures and I don't care, not that I don't care about the whole likes thing, but I think that's all people care about is just how
That's
many
right.
followers and this and that, and they
That's
have
right.
no clue who these people are. So if I were
Exactly.
to make a Facebook page, it would be about business and to draw people to that site. And like I don't even not necessarily want to be seen, but
Right.
I'm not dating myself, but if I had started when Facebook started, I would be in the thou like that person since 19 something, But with followers you don't know. But
Exactly.
if I were to reach in, I would have that be specific and know that these people are coming for the business,
Hmm.
for my business. And that would probably be the only reason. So thank you. And I'll look at every platform and just make sure it's connect and for lack of a better word, linked, linked in with the business and all of, the things that I would be saying through LinkedIn. So that
Hmm.
did help. I was just
Good.
wondering if I could, successfully do that without having the others. But if you want to reach a broader audience, you got to use all the tools.
Yeah, if you want that broader audience. And one
Right.
other thing to add, because that is critical. You're right. On the social media platforms, we've gotten to the point where the only thing that matters for the big brands that have a presence over there is their likes and engagement. That's literally the metrics that they measure. which is why I was an anomaly. People are looking at me like, how'd you get here? How are you doing this? I don't have the following. I'm not famous. These marketing firms won't even take me on as a client because I don't have an audience. I don't have a following. I'm not famous, nor do I want to be. But I've mastered this platform that's designed for business networking. And I'm able to use that platform to reach my goals without being seen.
That's what I want to do.
Yep.
Yes.
I commend you. Yes, thank you.
Thank
Somebody
you.
said, "Do you have a paid version of LinkedIn?" I got to stress this for anyone asking about whether or not you need the paid version of LinkedIn. You absolutely need the paid version on LinkedIn. I promise you, you need the paid version for two reasons. Number one, LinkedIn has trained us over these years to look for that little gold symbol next to your name. When we don't see that gold symbol, we make assumptions about you instantly. And I promise you it's not in your favor. That's one reason. The other reason you need the paid version is because there's one page in particular. LinkedIn says it's the page that we spend the most time on and we go to the most often. You know, this page is the page that says who's viewed your profile. Okay. Apparently, Americans are narcissistic because we go camp out on that page more than any other page on LinkedIn and we stay there longer. That's what their data says. That to me equals narcissism. But whatever. The reason that I encourage you and my clients to have the premium version is for that one page. And here's why. I'm about to give you the tea, so just put this in your notes. This is how you're going to make some money. This is what I do when I look at the last week of the month. If I'm not about to hit my sales quota, this is what I do. I go to that page, who's viewed your profile. Now, you've probably, well, first of all, if you have the free version, this is not going to work for you, because if you have the free version, you can only see 5 people. Okay. That means you'd have to sit there and refresh the page all day because you only see 5 people. But if you have the premium version of LinkedIn, you see 90 days worth of people. Now, why does that matter to you? Because under the names, as you're scrolling, under each name, LinkedIn shows you, not each name, because it really isn't every single one, it's sporadic. But if you look under the names of who looked at you, LinkedIn will tell you where they found you. So it'll say things like, found you on homepage, found you in groups, found you wherever, right? I'm specifically looking for the ones that say, found you via search. Found you via search. Here's why this works. It makes me money anytime that I need that last little bit of revenue for the month. If your name is Jane Doe, it's not going to work for you. But my name, Tawana, which is not spelled the traditional way, right? So the reason I look for found you via search is because somebody had to physically type my name. Who are the people who physically type your name? People who are looking for you. People who are looking for you. And in sales, we call that warm leads. So I go to that one page. I look for the warm leads over a 90-day period. I'm clocking at least 2 new conversations just by doing that one thing. And out of those 2 new conversations, one of them is going to purchase something. And for the 1 hour that someone might spend with me, 1 hour of my time, that's a $750 invoice. Not for you, because you're going to use the QR code, and the QR code is going to get you a lower price, but my real price is $750 an hour. Okay. So that one page, one new conversation, come on, folks, it's worth it. Okay.
How much is it now, Dr. Tawana?
How much is what?
How much is the premium LinkedIn now?
$79.99, $69.99, $79.99. I didn't even know. I just paid it for the year. But I think it comes down to $79.99 a month or $69.99. Is one of those.
Okay.
It's
That's,
not like $20. It's
yeah.
way higher. But
Yes.
I'm telling you, folks, the return on investment is so bananas. Because remember, I just told you, if one person spends 1 hour with me, that invoice covers the whole year of LinkedIn.
Yes.
So
yes.
it doesn't make sense to not have it, especially when we judge you. We see that you don't have the gold sign there. And I have said in actual presentations on stage, big stages, we do not do business with you if you're not on LinkedIn and you don't have premium.
Whoa.
We don't. It says a lot about your mindset if you don't. The one platform where you're supposed to care about your professional brand, the one place that you're supposed to invest in you, if you don't have that gold badge, we know that we can't trust your decision making. We know that. You know what this is equivalent to when you don't have premium? It's the equivalent to saying, oh yeah, I have a business. Yeah, my business email is tawana@gmail.com. Bitch, if you don't get out my face with that. Okay. Now I realize I stepped on some toes with that.
I don't got that no more.
Somebody probably got a Google email talking about I'm in business with a Google email. We cannot trust your decision making because if you're not protecting your own IP, your own email, your own assets, if you're not protecting that, why should I trust you to protect my shit?
Listen, let me tell you something. So you know me. You know how long I've been at the stuff I've been at, right? And recently, my good girlfriend, who we got recruited to the same job together, a job has always been my cushion, my backup. Like if anything, I know I got a job. So when you have a job, sometimes it could be a thing where you don't. I'm just talking about me. Don't push as hard because I know I got that check.
Right.
You said when you said I wrote this down. When you said what's your sales goal?
Right.
I'm thinking I don't
Most of y'all
have
don't
a
have a
sales
sales
goal.
quota.
I don't
Right.
have a sales quota. I don't have a
Right.
sales goal. I
Right.
don't have any of that. And so
Right.
I'm thinking to myself, girl, that's why.
Right. Now, but hold on, because this is where Grace has to enter the chat. I hear this from people all the time because this is one of the first questions I ask for people who want to work with me. What's your sales quota for this year? I ask that question because 9 times out of 10, the person I'm talking to doesn't know. They haven't identified it. In that moment, they're scared shitless that this one thing that's so critical is something they don't know.
Yeah.
Right. But here's where Grace has to come into the chat. If you don't know your sales quota for the year and you have not identified how much revenue you expect your business to bring in, then you cannot possibly come down hard on yourself the way I hear y'all coming hard on yourself when you don't do shit. Mm-hmm. Well, my little business isn't producing. What you producing what? You didn't identify what you were supposed to produce in the first place. So how you gonna be mad at you for not hitting some shit you never said in the first place?
That part.
Right? How you gonna be mad at yourself for not being a multi-millionaire when you never set out to be one in the first place because you never identified it as a goal? Mm. Come on, folks.
That's it. That's it.
But you sit with all that angst every single day. You sit with that heaviness in your spirit every day. Your shoulders are heavy. You're walking around angry at the world for some shit that you didn't identify for yourself.
Yes.
So if you don't have a sales quota, if you didn't identify your sales quota, write it down right now. Because I know you got your notebook in front of you. Write it down. Put down that number right there in your notebook for 2026. Your sales quota is. Now, let's not get it twisted. Your sales quota and your overall revenue, two different things, but I need you to start somewhere. So we're going to start right now with step one. Write down what your sales quota is for 2026. And if it doesn't have enough commas and zeros, we need to have a conversation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So this is what I got. Let me tell y'all what I got. So I told you, me and my girlfriend, my girlfriend got here first to the job. I was living in Philly. I was with my tail tucked between my legs. My business had just got sold from under me, at least the house that I was doing
I
business
remember
in.
that.
And I was just so done. I went home. I packed up all my toys and tucked my tail, and I went home and got under a rock for 2 years. And then she called me. Matter of fact, it wasn't even 2 years. It was 4 months that I was in Philly. And so she said, "Well, this job, they like what we used to do, so you're more than qualified." And they said if you want the job, it's yours.
Mhm.
So it was my way back to Georgia. So I'm like, okay. Well, they just fired her 2 days ago.
Mm.
And you know what she said? Bitch, I'm retired. She said, I'm never going back to another job ever, ever again in life.
Mm.
And look at all my talents. Look at everything. And she was like, and you got it too. But what I saw in that moment was the writing on the wall.
Mm.
So
Wow.
then I said, okay, so what do I do to now protect what I'm building?
Right.
How do I and this is a conversation I had with God. How do I live on me? How do
Right.
I live on what I've been doing? People know me.
Yeah.
How do I live on everything that people know about me? And
Hmm.
so that was my prayer. And then you came on Instagram and now you're here. So I do not call it coincidence or accident that
Mm-mm.
you're here. I call it pay attention, get whatever money you got coming in and get back in and let her tell you what to do.
It's so simple. It's four things. Here's the framework right here. Put it in your notes. This works for everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you want to do in life. This four piece framework, whatever you want to call it. Number one, uh, begin identifying what your personal brand is all about. Okay, that means actually identifying all the pieces that your personal brand will exude. That's everything from what you say, what you wear, how you show up, what's in your swag box that you send your clients. Like it's literally everything. There's a whole process behind that. But step one is identify what you want your personal brand to be about. Okay. Let me make that one easier for you because I still understand that's overwhelming. My coach made it simple. Uh, he asked me the question, when you were a kid and adults would ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever your answer was, he said, take that answer, which for me was teacher. He said, okay, teacher, what is the highest level that a teacher can achieve? I said, professor. He said, bam, your moniker, the LinkedIn professor. Why? Because you want to teach. It's at your core. What's the highest level you can reach as a teacher? Professor. What are you teaching? LinkedIn. The
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn professor. Okay, so that's step one. Identify your professional brand. Step two is uh, leverage LinkedIn. Okay, leverage LinkedIn. That's step two. The last two are my favorite, though. This is what's going to take you away from the rest of the pack. I see it all the time. The third one is publish a best-selling book. That's the third one. Publish a best-selling book. This process itself, from start to finish, I require my clients do this in 30 days or less. Okay. Now, I see it's mostly all women here. You understand my one client, and this is on the internet. You can go fact check me with all my receipts. This woman was 8.5 months pregnant when she called me for the first time, talking about, I've been working on this book for years and I lost it. I can't find it anywhere. It's not on my computer. It's nowhere. I can't find it, but I was 80% finished. What can you do to help me? I said, well, you made the mistake of telling me that you 8.5 months pregnant. So I can't help you unless you're going to publish this book in the next 3 weeks. You're going to do it? Yes or no? She did it in 2.5 weeks. It launched #1. So what I'm telling you is what's up here needs to be here with this. Okay? It's got to say this. If it's not a bestseller, or in this case, #1 bestseller, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because everybody's got a book. Having a book is not special. It's not. Having a best-selling book is what opens the doors. That leads me to #4, which is get paid to speak. If you do these 4 things, identify your personal brand, leverage LinkedIn, publish a best-selling book that has something to do with your brand. This is not a life story here. This is not your memoir when you go to do this book. I understand you're attached to your life story and your memoir. Your memoir is book number 3 or 4, okay? Until you gain our trust in the marketplace, we don't give a shit about your memoir until book 3 or 4, okay? If you want to build a brand, the first book has to be about what that brand is teaching us, period. Because that's what's going to open the doors to get you paid to speak. You do those 4 things. I'm telling you, that's what I did with the child that you saw. I keep calling him a child. He's not a child anymore. He's a grown man now, but Truth is his name. That's what he did. Every single client that you saw, we worked that same framework. Okay. It opens doors. You do those 4 things so that you never have to work a job again. Today is Friday. It's my favorite day to say, you know what? It's Friday. I ain't got no job. Okay. The world cannot get better because it's Friday and I ain't got no job. Ah,
Clock that T. Listen, I feel like I did all that work with her. I feel like I dropped the ball now. So I definitely have to be back in.
what can
And
we do as a group? Can we find a way? Because I hear you loud and clear. I really do. Loud and clear. Because I've seen your whole journey.
yes.
I have a feeling somebody else in this group, somebody else right here,
Yes, group. Yes, group. Yes, group.
right? Somebody else here has the same goal that you have,
Yeah.
the same direction that they want to move in. What I'm open to, and I realize we didn't discuss this, so this is on the spot. But I want you to see where I'm coming from. What I'm open to for all of you, as long as I know you're under the Rose umbrella, okay.
Come on,
if,
Rose, brother.
if you're not under the Rose umbrella, this is not for you, okay. But because I really do believe in you, Dr. Darlaina, and what you're doing, anyone under your umbrella, my commitment is that I will show up here and we work through things as a group. I will also show up and work with you one-on-one. For those of you that do want to work with me one-on-one, that's what the QR code was for. But my commitment to this group as a whole is, you tell me when you want me to show up, how often, whatever. You want to do a workshop, something like this once a week, we can do that. As a group, I believe though that you're all here for a common reason.
Yes.
It's not by happenstance. It's a common vibe here, right? And so what I'm saying is I want to support all of you that are here in this community for the reason that you are here. I strongly believe in the law of attraction and manifesting. Oh, I'm so
What?
sorry, Dr. Darlaina.
What you forget?
Can I share? Can I,
Please.
can I share a secret?
Yes, go right ahead. Share the secret.
We're talking about manifesting
Yes.
in the law of attraction
Yes.
and how LinkedIn changed my life.
Yes.
Friday, October 17th, The paperwork was signed on Tuesday. I've never said this out loud, so bear with me. 0.62 acres of land. Little old me paying cash, because I just paid cash a couple months ago to buy my house. So I need land so they can deliver my house. We close next week on this land.
Wow.
And 30 days from now, I will be in my new house on my land, all of which was paid in cash. When I tell you, LinkedIn changed my life, please don't think I'm exaggerating. I'm not. Dr. Darlaina has known me for several years. She's seen this journey.
Yes.
Something that people in my inner circle keep bringing up because they don't understand, how is this possible? I've been in business 11 years. I was homeless for 5 of those 11 years. 5. I didn't move into this apartment that I'm in right now. It's bare now because I'm packing up. We getting the hell up out of here. We got a house now. Okay. This was just last year. I've only been in this home for a year. Okay. How does somebody who, as my mother called it, chronically homeless, how does somebody who is chronically homeless go from being the girl next door that nobody ever knew, nobody ever heard of, to being on these stages with all these people that we see everywhere? Like, look, this is not a stage, but here, the people I'm talking about, okay? How do I end up? I done spilled so much coffee on this book. It's sad. The pages are stuck together. But here's what it says. Number 1, Zoe Saldana. Okay. That's
Yeah.
number 1, right?
Mhm.
Number 2, Carrie Underwood, right? Now, mind you, I flipped through every single page when I received this book, looking for people that I knew. I'm looking like, oh, who are the people? Oh, to Cheryl Wood. What? Are you telling me? Wait, hold on. Does that say my name? Hold up. That says my name. And they even spelled it right? That's me. That's Tawana Ross at number 43 of the top 50 most influential women in business. How does that happen? I'm telling you, it happened because I learned how to leverage LinkedIn. I learned how to network on that platform, and I turned that into a brand that I monetize, so that now I can wake up and say, you know what, let's go buy some land. That was not a thought a couple of years ago. A couple of years ago, I was wondering, what apartment am I going to live in next? How can I find somebody who will rent to me with my financial history? How can I find somebody who will understand that an entrepreneur may make some money this month, the next month not make anything? Who's going to understand that? These people, I'm tired of explaining myself to these people. Why should I have to? Oh, I don't have to. I can just go buy some shit. All right. So thank you for letting me share. I've not said that out loud yet because I'm moving in silence. So not even my family knows.
So proud of you. I remember the first time I think the first time I saw you was when Lisa Nichols was doing an event and she was doing
Mhm.
something electronically and
Yep.
she was like, all of you are in the chat. Everybody put your contact, put your contact, put your contact, put your contact. And one of the other ladies did something and you were there. You talked about, I never forget it. I was here in Atlanta, probably circa 2015. I was working at Emory Hospital, and I remember you saying, I quit my job with $300 in the bank.
Yes. Yes. I don't recommend that for everybody else. But I mean, when you have your epiphany, when it hits you, it hits you.
Yeah.
Now, it did hit me about 2 minutes later after my epiphany of, holy shit, I got to quit my job. It did hit me 2 minutes later that, oh, there's $356 in the bank. How am I going to quit? Like that did occur. However, what I'm telling you and what I believe you know to be true is when it comes to the law of attraction and when it comes to attraction and manifesting what we ask for. I learned this from you, Dr. Darlaina, and it stuck with me. Universe doesn't tell you no. Universe doesn't ever tell you no. The answer is never no. It might be not now, but the answer is never no.
Thanks.
What that means to me is everything we ask for, whether we realize we ask for it or not, because some of y'all out here casting spells all day and you don't even know what you're asking for.
That part.
Okay? Talking about good morning. Right? You don't even know what kind of spell you just asked for saying that.
Yes.
But everything we ask for, we receive everything. So I just got in the habit of asking for what I want. You know how much courage it takes to ask for what you want? You know how much courage you have to have a conversation with your spirit guides one night and your angels or whoever it is that you consider to be your higher power. You know how much courage, how much gumption you have to possess to say, you know what? I realize where I am right now. I realize I don't have a home. I haven't had a home in years. I get it. I'm addicted to not paying bills. I don't like rent. So yeah, I understand this is what other people will call rock bottom, but I have to ask you for what I want. And what I want is peace in my life. What I want is to unpack my shit as though I'm staying a while.
Mhm.
For
Yes.
somebody like me who's moved more than 30 times in life, I've gotten used to not unpacking. Every time I move, I only unpack the things that I need. Everything else stayed packed. Why? Well, because I'm probably getting ready to move soon. That was my life.
Yeah.
Right? You got the courage to ask for what you want despite of where you are. And I'm telling you, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. And it's not the money. It's not about money. Money is just energy. That's all. It's what are you going to do with the money? What kind of steward are you going to be with that money? Are you going to share?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of sharing, Dr. Darlaina, um, if you check your email, I'm about sharing. Okay. So by me showing up for the Rose umbrella,
Yes.
I am sharing with you. You'll see that in your email.
Okay.
But I thank you. I'm so grateful for you because you have seen this journey. You've watched it just like I watched yours.
Yes.
So you appreciate that this path we're on is not a straight line up. It doesn't work like that.
Mm.
And if it does, I mean,
Not for us.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it does for somebody else. It just
Somebody-
didn't work that
Yeah,
way for
yeah,
me.
right.
And I accept that. I'm okay with that because every rock bottom moment was still a place that you could not tell me. There was never a day, even my bestie tells me, she's like, my bestie didn't know I was homeless. My bestie didn't know. And she said, well, I didn't know because I mean, if you're homeless, like you would be like upset and mad at the world and like
Yes,
stressed. And she said, I never saw you like that ever. She known me eight
yeah,
years.
yeah,
This is how I always am.
yeah,
Always.
absolutely.
Always in gratitude, and don't let my circumstances fool you because my bank account told me something else.
Yes, yes. Technically, I've been unhoused for a while now, and I am working too to find my permanent place. I don't know that it'll be permanent, but it'll be one of my permanent places because God has told me that the Healing House of Roses will be in 5 locations. So you,
No,
you could catch me in all 5 of
you're
them.
gonna do what I'm doing. Here's the blueprint. Give me 30 seconds because I know I've done, I've gone beyond.
We accept. We accept. So go
Okay,
ahead.
so this is the blueprint. This is for all of us melanated looking to monetize our lives and never have a job again. Okay, you buy yourself a piece of land. Okay, you could do that for cheap depending on where you are. In just about every state you can get some land, 10, 20, $30,000, like half acre, whatever it is for you, but get a piece of land. Buy yourself a shipping container house. Okay. um Let me take that one step further because this is really how I save the most money. Yes, I bought a shipping container house, but the reason my house was so much cheaper than what it should have been is because I specifically bought one that was, they had just finished building it. They literally finished it June 24th is when I saw that they posted the post that says, hey, we got this house. We just finished, but the lady who we did it for, customized it for this lady, couldn't get the financing for the land. So now we just got this house. Right. Now, what I learned in joining so many container house groups, this is a regular thing. This is a normal thing. Where I thought it was a fluke, they have anything that's on the showroom floor is automatically discounted because it was on the showroom floor. But just like in a regular home buying scenario, what's on the showroom floor has all the upgrades. So the house that I saw on June 24th, I started talking to the people about it. I said, look, I realize it's customized for her and all. It is beautiful, it's gorgeous, but I don't like the color that you chose. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like this. They let me pick all my own stuff as though I was starting from scratch. So instead of the house taking 4 weeks to build, they were done in 2, which is still ridiculous. Like, how can you get a house built in 4 weeks? It's a shipping container. They do them real fast. So I still got to customize everything. And with the off the grid package, which I highly suggest if you're going to go this route, you don't you don't have any city utilities anymore. So your water, your sewer, whatnot, your solar, you are not plugged into the matrix anymore. So I highly suggest that. But if you buy the piece of land, buy a container home, you can do all of that in cash in under $100,000, really under 60, if I'm honest with it, because the house itself should have been $28,000. It should have been. That's what they were selling it for. After all my customizations, I blew that out the water. Should have just started from scratch, right? That's how much I spent on it. But still, the house and land, if you all just stack your cash and make those 2 purchases all over the country, do this like once a year, every other year. I'm doing the same thing, only building a subdivision on a few acres of just these shipping container homes, right? buy them in cash one by one, and I will commit that on my in my subdivision it will be specifically for housing insecure entrepreneurs.
I love that. That's always been my thing
I
to
got it from you with the house. The
yes,
I literally got that idea from you.
absolutely.
Um,
Because it's what we need as entrepreneurs.
it's what we need.
The only way your greatness can come out is if you don't have to worry
If
about
you're
paying
not worried
rent.
about where you're going to pay, but that's the one thing that over and over I see is holding us back. The most brilliant people, I'm telling you, I get to work with the most amazing people. There's so much brilliance, but I can see immediately that somebody's brilliance is being bridled by the fact that they don't know where they're going to live.
Yep.
They don't have a home tonight. They don't have this or that or whatever. All they got is the car in the back seat. Like I can tell you, man, I used to get people congratulate me all the time that I bought a Lexus. Lexus, but you're not supposed to live in a Lexus. Okay? Right? So I get it. But that's what's holding so much of our talent back is the fact that if you don't know where you're going to lay your head at night, you're not trying to pay for LinkedIn premium,
Yeah.
right? And you shouldn't have to make that choice. And that's why I want to build a community for people like me who are brilliant and would change the world if they didn't have to stress about where they're going to live.
Yes. Yes. Well, honey, listen. I don't know if y'all want to give a two snaps. Y'all want to do listen. You were alluding to people like me and maybe doing something as a group. Is that what you were about to say?
Yeah, because I think that when we move as a unit towards a common goal, we find strength, right? So just like what we were talking about, as a community, if everyone decided that in the next 5 years, now I'm gonna give you a real life scenario because these are the groups that I'm hanging around with and people I'm spending my time with. But if everybody had a common goal that they said, well, I'm gonna move out of the United States by 2030. Okay. If that's not already a goal of yours, I highly suggest you put that in your notebook. Just write it down. You might not understand what 2030 is about today, but trust and believe me, you probably want to not be here when 2030 rolls around. I'm just saying. So if that were a common goal as an example, and I just told you that one of the ways I am going to get up out of here is by creating a community, right? If we had a common goal and we were working towards a common goal as a group, we can do things like share the accountability. We can do things like show up and workshop, right? My commitment is simply that I know in this group there's somebody who would benefit from a group attack, if you will. And I'm here for it. I would love to support that. And whatever I can do,
Okay.
you've got my commitment.
Okay. I like that so very much. So you can just tell us what that will look like if you wanted to do it like a group mastermind.
Yeah.
We've done that before. And just tell us like how many weeks, how much that would cost, and then we can we've done it before and
Yeah.
greatness came out of it. And this group is 1398 days. So we've been here for 3 years. So this is not your first
Mm-hmm.
time being in this group. However,
Right.
there are different faces here from
Oh,
before.
yes. Yeah.
Everybody, some people are still here, some people are new, and we continue to grow out. And I just know that when I lock in with you again, and I have been telling the people in the group now, it's 14 people here now, that this is the core group. But this is not always going to be this way because this is the only place where you're going to get me free.
Mm.
So I feel like this space will grow because if I, no, when I lock in with you again, there ain't no turning back. Ain't no turning back. And I will be able to walk away from my job the way that I need to without the concerns, without the worries. And yeah, I'm with you on that 2030. Uh, I'm with you on that 2030. Africa's been calling my name. I've been wanting
Oh.
to go there and be there with the women that I support
Mhm.
with my nonprofit. And they want me there. Like, and I want to be there to support them. But I definitely want to be able to support myself in the move of it.
Absolutely.
So yes,
Absolutely.
let's talk about we could talk about what that looks like unless you have
Yeah.
a framework already that that you
I
want to
think,
share.
yeah, I think this could be really simple. Miss Manya, though, I know um she's had her hand up for
Oh,
real, for real.
okay, go ahead, Manya.
No, it just like came to me as you were talking about this umbrella. Do you remember about a few weeks back when we were talking about manifesting our money and the millions that we are going to make if each one of us had made the 10 million? It has been in my head. And the moment Dr. Ross talked about coming together, I feel we're in the $10 million club. That's what I've named it personally in my head. We are the $10 million club. There's something about all of us when we continuously come in here. And after you said that, it just keeps ringing
Yeah.
true, and it just it's so tangible. It almost feels like it's nothing
Mhm.
and I think now with all the keys getting into the locks, these doors are going to open up even further because you keep sending keys. Dr. Ross, Dr. Rose, all these R's, Dr. Loretta, like we have so many keys. So I'm just happy to be a newbie here on the road to this $10 million because
I love
I
that.
think, yeah, I feel we're the $10 million club, period.
I
Like
love
I can
that.
see that.
I could
Yeah.
see that. Yeah, I love that. I
We
think
need
that
that to disperse all the gifts and to bless everybody else. Like you said, what are you going to do with the
absolutely
money? That's what I've been doing. I've been
right.
putting that $10 million on a page and putting all the things that I'm going to do with it, because I had to stop saying I want it. It's like, well, what are you going to do with it? Like, stop
Mhm.
asking, okay, I want to manifest and tell me what do you need it for? Like, put down what you're going to use this for. It becomes more tangible, more realistic. But with all of us here, it just seems so attainable, If each one of us just made 1 million each by next year, we look at how much we already have to
Mhm.
invest back into each other. So I just wanted
Absolutely.
to say I have us down as the $10 million club. Thank you for
I
listening.
I'm with you. I am so here for it. Absolutely love that. Where I believe we can really make an impact on the journey hitting that goal. If we do mastermind around LinkedIn initially, and I say that because in tackling LinkedIn, we're going to hit two of the four pieces of my framework because that's going to force us to identify your brand messaging and overhaul your profile, your presence on the platform. So I think if we spend some quality time tackling LinkedIn, all of you will then be, in my opinion, at the point where you can't deny your book anymore. See, I bet you if I polled you today and asked you to come off of mute today, and if I asked you a question today, uh, will you have your book published in the next 30 days? I bet you would tell me no, because you're just seeing me for the first time today, and you hadn't even processed doing a book in the next 30 days. So your initial reaction might be no, right? But if we already work through building your brand messaging and uh, getting you to the point where you're confident about what people see with your brand on LinkedIn, I bet you by that point, you won't be talking about, no, I can't write a book. I bet you wouldn't at that point because it would be so clear to you by that point, not just by what you create, but if you're building a presence on LinkedIn the equation shifts at some point. See, right now, some of you are hunting for opportunities, whereas what I'm wanting you to do is get to the point where you stop looking for opportunities. You're no longer the hunter, you become the hunted. And that's what happens when people see you and recognize your brand on LinkedIn. The tides change. You stop throwing yourself out there to beg for opportunities. People start coming to you. Okay. So I think if we spend some time intentionally working on your LinkedIn presence, we'll knock off a couple of things by default. Now, in terms of timing, if we set aside 1 day per week, can that, can we do, I just got to be realistic with it. If we're doing once a week, it's a good 3 months easily with one person. That's how long I spend with one person.
Okay.
Is that within what kind of bandwidth or parameters? Like, is that possible in this group?
I would say it's possible in this group because right now we're all like taking baby steps together and do but together but separate and then come
Okay,
together and talk about it. So
as a unit. Okay,
yeah, so I think yeah, like everything we do, we talk about. We know what most of us are doing. We understand what most of us are doing. We understand the goal that most of us have because at some point somebody has come in, can I share? And then we do, and then we support however we can support that person.
that
So
makes sense.
I think yeah, we've been taking steps together but independently. And so I think,
Okay.
saying we're right now on Saturdays, we're doing the Artist's Way. We're on week 5. And The Artist's Way is a book that teaches us to lean into our creativity. And it to me is it feels like me taking a spaded shovel, a pointed shovel, digging straight down into my very chest and digging up dirt and things that have held me down and back. And so I started back sketch arting, doing
Mm.
sketch art again. I started writing again, like all these
Mm.
things. So part of it is writing 3 pages every morning, just dumping
Yeah.
your brain out with the pages. And I'm finding that this book is an anomaly.
Mm-hmm.
The people who find it, and we are right where we need to be. And I think in the midst of the Artist's Way and really digging into the things that we are good at, this adding you to the mix is a game changer.
Well, let's do it. Let's do it. And
Tori said, I'm gonna be the first millionaire in my family because
I love
this
that.
is alignment. And
Yeah,
it
I
really
love
is
that.
alignment. And Tori is new,
Yeah.
Manya is new. These are people like I met in the last couple of months, like literally, and said,
Okay.
whatever you doing, let's do it.
I think I have it. I think I got an idea.
Okay, what's the idea?
I
She laughing at herself before she even said it. That's
am. I'm laughing at me. I just heard myself say, "Child, you know good and well." You saw TJ earlier, one of my coaches,
I love to.
and I always hear her in the back of my mind because we go back and forth on this subject of pricing
Yes,
often. Um, because I still say I'm priced uh uh too high, and everybody, all my coaches like, no, you're too low, like it's too
that's
low.
the same thing you say to
Yeah,
me.
I know, I get it because I'm paying all of them way more, so I do realize they are right, like they are right.
Yes,
But i'm adamant about I'm adamant about putting value before the dollar. And you know how obsessed I am with dollars. Like commas and zeros are my world.
yes,
But I'm also obsessed with providing value, specifically to women who look like me. Like everybody I see in this room right now, y'all my people.
yes.
Okay. Uh I want to do something crazy.
Okay.
And my only ask of all of you, if we do this, we make this commitment, I only ask one thing of you, which is to pay it forward. Okay. Because I'm going to pour into you during our time together. I just need you to pour into somebody else. I need you to pay it forward. Okay. I'm going to show up here once a week, whatever day and time we decide. I'm going to put it on my calendar, block it out so nobody can get to me during that time. I'm going to commit to you 3 months of my time once a week for everybody in this $10 million club that we see right here, this core group. Okay. Nobody, unless you want to work one-on-one, that's different. That QR code that you saw earlier, that's different. That's if you want to work with me one-on-one. But I'm talking about the group here. My commitment is I will show up here once a week. We're going to do the damn thing. And nobody is going to pay an invoice. If you are here in this group, if you are under the Rose umbrella, the $10 million club, okay, you got to be a part of this club. This isn't for the outsiders. Okay, I check melanin at the door, like y'all checking for COVID. Okay, you will not pay an invoice. I just need you to pay it forward. Does everybody understand?
My God. Oh my God.
I'm in all over here.
Oh my God. Look, oh my God. I'm in tears. Like,
Let
I'm
me
in
do the
tears
Jamaican
too.
voice.
oh
Say
my
it
God.
again.
Dr.
Blessing. That's a
Tawana.
blessing.
Oh my
I'm in
God.
tears.
Oh my God.
Hallelujah.
Listen,
Ugh.
this is really important to me because
Mm.
I am a non-parent, okay? It is very scary in this world as a non-parent to watch what's happening out here.
I give you my word.
You know,
I give you my word. I just called Doctor. I'm sorry. You know, I try to raise my hand down, not blab.
it's
But
all right.
I give you my word. I give you my word that I will continually pay it forward. I'm doing it now, but I just called Dr. Rose last night because I said it's fear. So I need this unblocked. I'm like, why is it when it's time for me to work on my stuff, I start working on other stuff?
Mm-hmm. It's
I
fear.
don't know what that's about. So I need the help. So I will show up and I will make sure to take care of everybody that I can that I come into contact with.
Yeah.
We
It's
all
so
crying.
important. It's
We
so
all
important
we
because,
all crying right now.
well,
Um,
so that means you understand the gravity of the situation. If you are emotional right now, if you feel this at your core, you understand, like I understand, this is not a time to be playing anymore. This is not a time for us to be to just be sitting back like this. No, this is a time for us to get our shit together. Because I'm telling you, if you are still here in a few years, if you're still here in I can't even call it a country, it's a corporation. Let's be real. Okay. But if you still live here in 2030, my heart breaks thinking about it. And so what I long for us to do, even if this is not your plan, even if you want to be here and this is not your plan, I understand it's not everybody's plan. But my purpose is to teach what I have learned so that we can get the hell up out of here. Because as a non-parent, I have no reason to stay. There's nothing holding me back. There's no man talking about let's go get me. We ain't doing that. There's no children talking about mama, can we? No, there's no school, there's no company, there's nobody asking me to be responsible for anything other than myself right now. So I can pick up and go. I just want to be able to go after providing a path for others. Okay. Now we call that some Harriet Tubman shit. I don't know. But it's just important for me to make a way for you. to go in whatever direction you want to go in. And you are the ones that I care about. So when I say that we're going to do this, we're going to meet here on a regular basis. Y'all got to come to work. Okay. You're going to work during this process. It's just that as a result of doing this work, when we say we're a part of the $10 million club, it's not because we're flaunting commas and zeros. It's because we're about to make an impact in this world that cannot be calculated. We have to do that. We are the ones are responsible for that.
Yeah.
So you've got my commitment. What day? What's the best day based on what you already have scheduled?
We could literally pick one. Um,
Okay.
if
Right here, Friday.
yeah, so if we want to do,
Yes.
we can do Friday. Um, and probably you tell me how long, and anybody that's in social spaces, you won't be in here because we have to close it. We have to
There
close
you
it.
go.
We have to close it to the public because what we are doing is
This is not for the masses.
not for the masses. It's not for anybody who could infiltrate what it is that we are
Mm-mm.
doing because quiet as it's kept, they don't want us
They don't.
to do that. And so we don't want there to be any type of backlash or any conversation that's going to stop us. So we're going to close our Zoom space. We're going to close it. So it will only be those who are in the Zoom room that will be able to take advantage of this massive opportunity. Y'all already heard the 11-year-old, the 10-year-old paid $10,000 for what we are doing. My first invoice that was paid for me when I wrote my book was $2,000. So this is not some joke person that's showing up saying, I'm going to commit my time. Time is money. Time is the only commodity that you cannot get back.
Right.
Once it is spent, it is spent. So this is not like this is the blessing that you've been asking for. This is the miracle that you've been asking for. To be able to be in this space and not pay an invoice, my whole stomach jumped. I said, what she just said? What I said? What she had said?
Now
What?
you see why I chuckled right before I said
Yes,
it,
that's yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It really, I cannot say this enough. I beg you all, you have to pay this forward because your blessings will hit a brick wall if you don't.
Yeah.
Okay. If someone is pouring into you, you're open to receiving, that's great. But if you are receiving and closed to giving, those blessings stop.
Absolutely. So Leslie is on here. Leslie is, I call her a skin geek. She knows everything about your skin. You could take a picture and
Oh,
you could send it to her. And she said, "Oh, that's just eczema. Put some such and such and such and such. Oh, that looks like psoriasis. Oh, that's just acne." Like she's a skin geek.
I
And
love
right
it.
now, I have watched her take class after class after class after class after class, learn after learn after learn after learn, and she is a teacher. She is a teacher. She teaches everything: skin, esthetician, massage therapy, all of it. And right now, she is teaching for free.
Mm.
And so I get it. She says, I teach right now for free to folks that need help, but can't affordable. Well, I'm sure that's saying can't afford to keep doing
Can't
that.
afford it.
She said, I am crying right now. She was like, God is so amazing, and thank you, and thank you, and wow. And so I don't know if y'all know the gravity of this. I hope reminding you that this young boy paid 10K, I paid 2K, and then multiple times jumping in with her here and there. Like, this is not a game.
Yeah.
There is something in her heart, and I'm thinking about the supernatural seeds. We talk about supernatural seeds every day. This is a supernatural seed that is being planted by her. So when you think about Dr. Tawana and what her real price is, there's 14 people in this room, and 14 people pay $10,000. That's $14,000 that she is supernaturally sowing right now. So she's going to get that back 14 million massive times back. We know it's a supernatural seed, but don't waste the seed.
Yeah. The thing here is we're agreeing to do some work,
Yeah.
right? And I, on this side, understand the amount of work that's about to go into what you're doing, which is why the vast majority of people are not where they want to be. They don't do the work to get there. So, this for me isn't about carving out an opportunity for you to get my time for free. It has nothing to do with the price of my services at all that made me decide to do this. What made me decide to do this is seeing all of you clearly on one accord with a common goal. You're here because you believe in something powerful, like manifesting, right? And I just believe, this is me. I mean, you can research and argue with your mama, but me, I believe that Black women are the most valuable asset that the planet has ever witnessed, ever. And it takes Black women and will take Black women to get this world together. Because we see what they're doing and what they're causing to have happen. I don't like this world. I don't like this situation. But
Mhm.
I do know what happens when Black women come to the table with power. And if I can do my small part to contribute to that, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So it's a gift to me. You are gifting me the opportunity to see you every single week so we can do this work and so you can see the results of your work. That is the most rewarding thing for me. When I tell you these stories about my clients and their wins, the reason it's so good to be me is because this is what I get to see every day.
Yeah.
I get to see people every single day learn something from me and
Yeah.
then go do some work
Yeah.
to manifest their dreams. It's so rewarding. So, really, you are gifting me an
Yeah.
opportunity to do what I love, which is teach.
Maya said, "This is truly the meaning of attracting and manifesting. I cannot thank you enough. The light is in the tunnel right now, not at the end of it." And
Oh,
the reason that means so much for Maya, I literally just met her less than a month ago.
mm. Oh,
Walking
wow.
walking in the grocery store, she saw me
Oh, wow.
and she said somebody should be shopping for you.
Right?
Because I
I
was
know
coming,
that's right.
I had done an anthology and we had the book released that night and I was dressed in black tie affair stuff in a gown. But I knew that if I had gone in the house, I would not have come back out to get
Mm,
the ice that I needed for my tonic that I had made. So I literally drove home and said, if you get out, you're not coming back out. So I did
mm.
get out, I go back and we end up speaking in the front of the store for 45 minutes. And
Wow.
and she was like, whatever you doing, I want to be a part. And she has not
Oh,
missed a day since the day she met
oh,
me a month ago. And
wow.
the thing that she said was the day before she had been praying and arguing with God about what is next. Like how do I get to the thing? And then she meets me. And
Mm.
in that conversation, she said there was 5 things that I said that I couldn't have known that she said in that prayer.
Wow.
Exactly. So for her to say those
Wow.
words is something. So I'll let her
Wow.
say
That's
something.
alignment right there.
Yes, yes,
Synchronicity.
yes.
Wow.
So let Manya say something first, Nona Carey, and then I'm gonna let Nona Carey speak. Go ahead, Manya.
No, no, you said it right. I just wanted to make sure you said it was a gown you were wearing, not you remember. I mean, for real, Dr. Ross, it was
It was the gown for her
she,
birthday party?
no, she was
No.
at a speaking, and just out the corner, she had on a beautiful, like creamy gown. It had like stripes of glitter, like goldish glitter going across it. A beautiful red cape with a beautiful rose, hair done perfectly.
Oh.
But just like you were saying, everything you did not know the conversation I had, and no one knows what anybody's dealing with. We show up every day, and it's a great place to start your day. But it's truly, I'm sorry, because just looking at how you said it, like where you've been and the things you've been through, and you still show up. You have a smile on your face, and you're not looking at where you've been. You're just looking at where you're going. And now, when you do talk and ask God for things, you really gotta, just like I said, you spit it forth and you watch what you say, but watch what's happening and be cognizant of it because this whole situation, even just how, God tapped you on the shoulder or whatever was in your mind to say, to bestow on this group, your blessings on us and to put in. I just again, $10 million away, we're going to be on a beach somewhere or in Bali with, manifesting more, just talking about, remember when we were in this Zoom and still in Zoom, but
Yeah.
still. And I just want to say, like, just thank you for being here and thank you for wanting to give just any part of your time. And, you know, every minute it's going to be given back to you tenfold, and you're going to see all your pupils here just strive, at least this one. And I just wanted to say thank you. I do appreciate this, and it just touched my heart hard, and that's why I can't stop.
Oh,
I'm overjoyed.
Yes,
thank you. Thank you for sharing that. I give because someone gave, you
yes.
know. I'm not here. I didn't get here on my own. Somebody pulled me every step of the
Darlaina,
way.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Uh-huh.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Oh boy, you are a gift of manifestation. We all manifested you because I got 2 books piled up here looking at me.
Oh
that,
wow.
and you are going to be such a blessing. I'm Dr. Loretta Long. I played Susan on Sesame Street for over 40 years.
Yes,
And
you did.
look how good you turned out. Now you can come and get me some speaking engagements. I want to be the
Ooh,
next Dr. Maya Angelou kind of person.
yes.
And I need I need help with my LinkedIn. What I want it to say now is Dr. Loretta, the dream releaser. Because Susan of Sesame Street is how all you little kids, you couldn't read the credits, you couldn't read that
Right.
it's Loretta Long. And that's a trademark. That's like Mickey Mouse thinking he's going to make a theme park across the street from Disney. That ain't happening. So I really need you on all kinds of levels, and coming paying it forward. Most of the people that you're talking to today are already doing that. We're going to do it as a the $10 million club, though. Look how we
Yes.
can pay it forward,
Yes. I
and
love
we're all
that.
moving to Nigeria where our girls are. Anyway, anyway, you are manifestation walking with that cute hair.
Hmm.
All
Thank
right,
you so
love you.
much. Thank you, Dr. Loretta from Sesame
The
Street,
dream, no,
which
not from Sesame Street. From we're talking about going to be from to become. You're in the
from
becoming
to be.
part of my life.
I
I'm
love it.
Dr. Retta, the dream releaser.
I love
Dreams
that. The
don't have an
dream releaser.
expiration date.
I
You are
love
not too
that.
late. Dreams don't have an expiration date. And my book hanging around here is called It's Time to Occupy Your Dream. Let me show you how.
That's
Amen.
the
That's my book.
gown.
It's
Look
the
at
dress.
how beautiful
That
this
was it. That's
gown
what I
Oh, and
saw
that's
her
is.
what you
in.
were wearing in the grocery
Yes.
store.
In the grocery
Wow.
store. That was
And
me.
now you understand why I said someone needed to be shopping for her. I said someone needs to be shopping
Somebody,
for you. That was what
right.
she had on when I
Yeah.
met her.
I
I guess that
mean,
was
Talk
sparkly.
about showing up.
just beautiful. Oh my goodness. That's gorgeous.
That was me. That was me at the grocery store.
At the
That's
grocery
why
I
store.
can't be mad. I can't be mad because if
everybody
I look
was
like
like,
that, I would go somewhere too. Like I would literally go somewhere.
I didn't want to. Trust
And
me,
now
I did not want to. And I went. I now know that me going to the grocery store dressed that way was never
was
about the ice. It was
it
always
was
about money.
because
It was
right.
Always
always
about
You were
money.
it
supposed
was
to
I
meet.
was
truly.
supposed to go there to meet her,
Mhm. Yeah,
period. That's what it
right.
was all about. That's what it was
And
Absolutely.
I was actually not coming. I did the same thing. I did a turnaround because I was like, oh wait, I got to get
Mm,
this from there because I was going to make dinner for my mom and I don't even remember the stuff that I was going to get, but I knew. And just where we pulled up, I'm here, she pulled up there, and we both end up in the same, you know, I
mm.
walking to the store and just you see that dress right here.
Wow.
You could not stop for that queen and tell her that she was royal, like that's what she was. I couldn't.
Wow.
yeah.
So I'm so glad you shared that because now everybody can see what I saw
Yeah.
when I was walking in and why I'm here to this very moment.
Yes.
I
Yes.
love it.
Yes.
I
Yes.
love that. That
Okay.
is so awesome.
Two things. Nona Carey, then Tori, and then I just seen Les come off of mute, so she must got something. So go ahead, Nona Carey, and then Tori. Like 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. We're gonna get off in 3 minutes at 10:30. We're gonna get off in 3 minutes. So
No, no problem. For me, it's really quick. So,
okay.
you know, I'm still in corporate America. I was supposed to clock in at 10 o'clock. My VPN is not working at all. I
Mm,
cannot connect at all.
wow.
So I said, dang, did they let me go? So I just called IT and they said that they're having VPN issues. I said, oh, that was
Mm.
me all day long. That's all I got to say. Love these
Make a
blessed
way,
communities. You
right?
hear me? But
Make
I
a
got all
way.
this. I didn't have to stop at all.
Right.
That's
I
so good.
love that.
That's so good.
Absolutely love that.
Okay, go ahead, Tori.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Let me get on camera because I never get on camera. So I said, let me get on camera. I just want to say thank you. Like,
Aw.
I'm an emotional person. I'm a Cancer. I'm a crybaby. But outside of that, I've been praying and asking God, kind of like Miss Moye, that my tribe finds me. And
Mm,
I've gone through so much stuff. I was homeless earlier this year. We've just gone through so much, and God has just continued to show Himself worthy. And I'm just grateful for the opportunity to have met Mrs. Rose. I met her kind of the same way at the event. She looking all beautiful, and she was fashionably late, but right on time for me. And we stayed after and talked after the event, and I've been here since. And I'm just
mm.
grateful for the opportunity. So I just want to say thank
Wow.
you. Thank you for pouring into us. Thank you for taking your time to help us become the $10 million club and let God do your big
Yeah,
one. That's all I got.
absolutely. The $10 million club.
He
Yes.
definitely talked about that. It came up in our reading. It came up in
Mm,
our reading. Go ahead, Les.
wow.
I just want to say to all you guys, thank you so much. I'm a big crybaby too, and I've been crying.
Leslie.
I barely have my voice left. It's
Mm,
been unbelievably challenging lately, trying to stay the course, trying to do what God called me to do in my heart. And every time I come on point, I find Darlaina. She's always there. So I love you guys. Thank you, Miss Ross. I look forward to being in this group. And I'll bring everything I got to serve. Thank you guys so much.
Oh my God.
love it. Thank
God, oh
you.
my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Thank you. I feel that we've all made the right decision to be here today, all of us.
Yes.
And I don't believe in coincidences.
No.
So we
God
made it here.
appointments.
Yeah, we made it here for a reason.
Absolutely.
And I love that in identifying what we can do together as a unit, as a group. That yeah, I mean, this is a tribe. This is a new tribe, a specific tribe with a specific goal. What I want to leave you with is just a thought, because this is not a action item per se. I want your wheels to start turning. Several of you are sitting on books that you're interested in publishing. And I just kind of threw it around loosely in talking about how you can start at step one and be finished in 30 days or less if you want it to be. I want you to start thinking about what that looks like. So I'm going to give this piece to you. This will be the last thing that I share, because I realize I've oversaturated your brain possibly. But when we talk about publishing a book, I need you to understand that I will never ask you to write your book. Okay. Now, this process in terms of publishing a bestseller, I've done that process now with 52 clients who published their books. All 52 are either bestsellers or number one bestsellers. But of the 52, only 2 people actually wrote their book. And that's because those 2 people were actual writers and they wanted to write their book. So from here on out, in getting your wheels to turn, what I want you to understand is the act of publishing your book does not need to consist of writing your book. How do we publish if we don't write? Well, you talk. All of you can clearly communicate.
Yeah, I dictate mine.
And if I asked you, or not even me, let's take we'll call it Coca-Cola, because Coca-Cola's got some money. If Coca-Cola called you today and asked you to deliver a keynote next week on your topic for 60 minutes, I guarantee you're going to say yes, because you know you can ramble about your favorite topic for 60 minutes. I guarantee, right? If you can talk about your favorite topic for 3 keynotes, right? So if you can talk extensively, a good 2, 3, 4 hours about your topic, and you get on Zoom, like we're on Zoom right now, if you get on Zoom and you hit the record button and you just record yourself talking out loud, create an outline, you write your outline down on a piece of paper. But if you're looking at your outline and you're just talking through the outline, that recording that you have, that audio file, can then be transcribed into a manuscript. Okay. So when I'm talking about helping you publish your books to get what's up here out of your head and onto Amazon so people can buy it, it doesn't require that you sit and write anything. Okay. So I will leave that with you, because between now and when we meet next Friday, some of you can take your cell phone when you go out to get your 10,000 steps or whatever these healthy people do. I don't know. I need to get to that point. But when you're out getting your steps in or doing whatever, driving 50, 11 miles, hit the record button on your device. Start talking out loud, because you got to be positioning yourself to deliver keynotes anyway. Because I told you earlier, the 4th step in the framework is getting paid to speak. How are you going to get paid to speak if you can't do keynotes? So you're going to have to come up with this anyway. You're going to have to talk about your topic for hours anyway. I'm just saying, take your cell phone, hit the record button while you do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be smart about it, right? Your time is valuable. Use your time wisely and hit the record button, and then repurpose what you recorded into an actual book.
The funny thing about that is I have so many voice recordings.
Exactly. Exactly. That's how I know everybody is sitting on multiple books, all
Yeah.
of us. But
Yeah.
if you understood what Les Brown was saying 50 years ago, he still tells us the same thing today. What he told us is that he hasn't said anything new. He will literally, like, he opens up his presentations and he tells you he's not telling us anything new. He's saying the same shit he was saying many decades ago. The difference is he has a team of people who are smart enough to know that when that man opens his mouth, you need to record what he's saying. You take that recording, you turn it into newsletters, online courses, books, coaching programs, all the things. Okay, that's all we're doing is being smart about our IP. We're repurposing our IP into the form of a book. That's it.
I love that. I love that. I love that so much. I hope. I mean, it's what a way to end the week. What a way to leave America for me.
Yes.
What a way for me to just like fly out of here literally like on this amazing high because it's an answer to a prayer. I am going to hop on virtual coffee because I'm definitely going to work with the group, but I definitely know that in order for me to in my mind, in order for me to get to the level that I want, I need you by myself.
I understand. I really
I need
do.
you by
I
myself
do. I
because
get it.
these people could do anything at any given time,
Mhm.
and I know that I have enough stuff now that I can launch something amazing now.
Today,
So to
everybody,
yeah,
everybody,
yeah.
and please understand, this is 3 sentences in an email. So do not overthink this. Every single person here right now has access to an email, right? You
Yep.
send an email to the people on your email list, the people you're connected to, the people, whoever it is, but your email that has 3 sentences in it. This is what I have, this is how much it is, this is how long you can click this link and get it. Okay. Right.
Wait,
Listen,
this is
listen,
what I have.
this is
This
this
is
is
how
how
much it costs.
this is what it is,
And
this is
this
how
is
much it costs, and click this link, it'll be available to look. This is called a flash sale. All of your favorite influencers do flash sales all the time. You know how I know? Because I told them to do it. Okay. Why do we do flash sales? Because it looks like you're not going to hit your sales quota this month. Okay. So if it looks like you're not going to hit your sales quota this month, what can we do today to close that gap? Oh, we can do a flash sale. That's all of you right now. It
Whoa.
doesn't matter if you've never done it before. It doesn't matter if you don't have a product created. Sell time. If you don't have a product, oh well, my digital course is not done yet. Okay, so what? Sell your time.
Yes.
We all got time.
Yes.
Oh, but I don't have a price for my time. Well, damn it, why are you in business? Like, this is not a hobby, folks, right?
Whoa, whoa,
So
whoa, whoa, whoa.
all of you have a product or service you can sell today, which is you,
Yeah.
your time, the email that you send out, or the caption that you create for your post. Do not overthink it. It's 3 sentences. The people who want access to you will click that link all day.
Yeah.
They're not interested in reading your long form posts and emails and whatnot. I don't want that. They want the link to click so they can check out.
You know, you said to me, well, we want to pay you, Darlene, you just won't tell us what to
You
pay
won't
you
tell us
for.
what to pay you for, right? That's it.
That's where I heard it from, y'all. When I said it to y'all, this is the author. This is the
Yeah.
person who said it to me.
Yeah.
So, I love you all, and I am so grateful and so excited. Les is gonna rub her forehead off. I see her just thinking, rubbing her forehead.
Her wheels are turning. I
Mine
love
is
it.
rubbing her forehead. Let me remove the pen so you can
I
see.
love it.
Like everybody is here. Like what in the world just happened?
Can
In the
we
world?
do one thing before we break? Because I
Yes.
do recognize that this is actually monumental, and maybe you didn't know what you were walking into when you got here today. Can anyone who's willing to, for about 10 seconds, can we come off of our come on camera, and somebody, I don't know who, but can somebody get a screenshot of those of us who are willing to come off camera so we can document that this is who was here when the club started. Can we do that? Can
Yes.
somebody get a screenshot?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna count it off. We're gonna smile on 3 for those of you that are all right with doing it. All right, so 1, 2, 3. I hope somebody got that screenshot. I really hope somebody got that.
Maya got it. Maya got it.
Okay.
Dr. Loretta, where you got? Where are you? I don't see Dr. Loretta. Her face.
Yeah, something happened with Alan too, but it's I like when Alan had his info up.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time.
Do it again. Do it again.
All right, let's do it again. Somebody got it? 1, 2, 3.
Maya got it. The camera. She got the good camera too.
Guess she got it, right? She got it. Okay.
Yep.
There we go. So
Yeah, you got it.
documentation, and really, I thank all of you. I know that it's a gift for you, but trust me, you are gifting me. This is what I love to do.
Yeah.
And so thank you for the opportunity to use my gift. I'm sure you already know that when we don't use our gifts, they disappear. So thank you for the opportunity to show up here. I get to see all of you next Friday.
Yeah. Go ahead, Shanette.
Quickly, before you go, doctor, can you tell us the experience with the kids you had?
Yes. I mean,
Quickly, thanks.
from walking in and just being blown away visually, because these were teenagers. Everyone in this organization was a junior or senior in order to be in it. Back in the day, they would have called this something like the advanced placement. In school, these were the AP kids, but this group is specifically for teenagers, juniors and seniors who have started businesses or want to start businesses. So that was the difference. Walking in, and I saw a sea of kids, melanated kids. They all had the boys, the young men all had on suits, ties, the young ladies. I mean, I didn't see any ratchetness. So from the time I walked in to see the visual, it touched me so much. It touched me so much.
Yeah.
What ended up happening there in this organization, which was local, which blew my mind even more, because normally stuff like this exists in Chicago. I'm in the way far suburbs, so I don't go to Chicago. I like my life. So out here, out in the suburbs, I mean, I just love life. So why go to Chicago? You might lose it, you know? So in the suburbs, I don't get to see stuff like that often with my own people. What ended up happening though was one of the most magical things that I've ever seen, which was I introduced the group to Truth. I always showcase Truth when I'm talking to young people because he's such a great example of here's how to buck the system, right? Like you want to detach from the matrix, here's how you do it. And one of the most amazing things that happened was while we were workshopping, one of the kids that was present started to follow Truth on social media. They started with LinkedIn. They found him on LinkedIn. They followed him on LinkedIn. They turned around and followed him on Facebook. And there was 2 more. I don't remember the other ones, but they had 4 total back to back to back. So in real time, I got to see that before the end of the presentation, Truth had reached out to the kid that started following, and they were already starting to have a conversation with each other. The kid tells him, hey, I'm in this presentation and this woman is talking about you. And they literally started a conversation while I'm there teaching the presentation. It blew my mind because I'd never seen anything like that in real time with young people. Yeah. But it gave me so much hope to see that not only are these folks or these young people starting businesses, but there were several of them who are already multimillionaires already. Okay. So I commend any of you who nurture the entrepreneur spirit in your kids, because people like me need hope. Okay. What we see when we look at young people these days, we don't have hope.
Yeah.
Right. So if you foster that within your kids and you see that they want to buck the system and work for themselves, and you foster that, I commend you on so many levels.
Absolutely. Well,
Thank you so much.
who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
No, I said thank you. I said thank
Oh,
you.
okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's so Shanette probably is interested in the kids because she has an organization called Barrels by Smiley, and she goes to Jamaica and a refugee camp of kids here in Georgia, and she brings school supplies. Now, people bring school supplies all the time. People bring book bags, they bring pencils and all that. But the difference with Barrels by Smiley is every bag is personalized to the child's name.
Oh,
And
wow.
then there is a prayer over every single bag.
Mm,
And then she ships them to Jamaica. 13 barrels this year she shipped over to Jamaica. And then she commenced a 2 week or 3 week quest through Jamaica, through the hills of Jamaica, through the
mm,
no electricity, no Wi-Fi, no whatever roads of Jamaica, not to mention even before that, the fight with customs and how much they charged her ridiculously this year, but does that. And as soon as she is done, she is already starting on the next year. She showed me something from, I think it was maybe 2009, where she did like nine book bags or 12 book bags or something like that. And this year, how many bags this year, Shanette?
I think when I count it was maybe I don't know 575, 80 kids.
wow.
Close to 600, yes.
with
Wow.
with their names.
Wow.
So she knows what kids are getting things in advance. She knows what school she's going to in advance.
Wow.
And
That's
then she does
incredible.
this work mostly single-handedly out of the garage of her house.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So that is why I'm sure that she is asking
That's
about these
incredible.
kids. She is incredible. She is
I see sponsors in your future, because this is not something people should be doing single-handedly when it comes to making this kind of impact. I firmly believe that when we're called to make an impact like this, it's our responsibility to have a team. And within your team, based on what I just heard, the people on your team that we need more of would be sponsors and donors, corporations that just give you money and give you the resources, the people to manage all of what you're doing, so that you're not lifting a finger, you're telling the message, right? If you're lifting a finger, you're doing too much work,
Mhm.
right? Your job in this role is to tell everybody about the work that you're doing, but let somebody else lift a finger, right? I firmly believe there are companies out there who would pick up the tab for everything you're doing and do all the work, so that you're not working on your business. Or do I have it the other way around? Which way is it, Dr. Darlaina? We say
It's
you say it all the time.
working. She's not working in her business, but on
She's
her.
on her business. Yes, it really is a difference.
Yeah.
And the difference is, who do you have around you to do the work?
She did allow Nona Carey to come and help her for a little while. And Nona Carey just talked about how impactful it felt to her to be in that space and to
Wow.
understand like the meticulousness of her intention for
Mm,
those back. And when you see the kids, like she sends the pictures and the videos back, and these kids are beautiful,
mm.
eyed, uh, big smiles. Is so thank you, miss. Thank you,
Oh,
miss. Thank you, miss. And one man, one young man. left her this amazing voicemail that she shared with us about how grateful he was.
Oh.
And we know what happens in these countries.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have the access,
Mm-hmm.
and so her going there and then she's teaching them, gratitude and teaching them how to say thank you. She
Mm-hmm.
said some of those parents be like, just give me the bag. And she's like, if that's
My
you,
gosh.
you just need to go. And
Oh
so
my
she said
gosh.
she gave us all that too, because sometimes people think that people are coming to their country just to give, and they're just supposed to take. And so
Mm,
she set them straight though. She set them straight.
wow.
Well, now that we 20 minutes past what we said we was going to do,
Whoops.
let me see if Dr. Loretta, are you available to do our blessing? We usually bless ourselves out every morning before we go. And I haven't packed and my flight is at 5 a.m.
Oh, that's right. You're getting ready to leave.
Yeah, so
Oh, I can't wait to see those pictures.
oh, honey, listen, I have a whole content creation plan for a while I'm there. That will be a part of the everything that we launch out for my brand. And so I will absolutely, in this time that I'm going, I will be on your schedule because I'm on my schedule while I'm there. So I'm going to make
Yes.
sure that I get on your calendar to and there was some stuff that I was gonna buy, and then there was some I was gonna like take spending money, but instead I'm gonna take that money and invest in myself with you.
There you go.
God bless you,
And we're going to
Darlena.
bring you a return.
Yes.
It's
Thank you, Gwen.
Gwen. Yeah, I've been teaching all day and I just left the camera on and I couldn't believe you guys were still on. So this is wonderful. I'm going to do the replay so I can get that lesson, Miss
Yes.
Ross, Dr. Ross.
I
Okay.
will. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for stopping back in,
God
though.
bless you. Where you going, Darlena? You going to Africa?
I'm going to Dominican Republic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The chancellor of the
Okay.
school that I just graduated from was already going.
Mm-hmm.
But she says, I have a suite. So
Oh,
you
nice.
should just get a flight. And I'm like,
Nice.
and you should just say less. Because
Nice.
that's a done deal.
I love it.
Who gets to do that? Like who does that? Who says just come with me? Who sees your light so brightly that they would say, I want you to come with me on vacation. And I just want you to do whatever it is that you want to do. You don't have to do anything with me if you want or whatever. We don't have to be in each other's face or whatever.
That's nice.
Just come and be so that you can determine what God wants you to do
Mm-hmm.
everything has been bestowed upon you now. You should have heard my job when I gave them 1 week notice for a week off. Oh,
They'll
girl.
get over it. They will be all right.
When I told my boss what it was, my boss is not the company, thank God. So I have a great relationship with him. So he said, honey, I would have left too.
Hmm.
Would have left
Yeah.
too. So let us handle what we need to handle. You got it. Don't worry about it. Just go do what you do. I'm
Nice.
grateful for that. And so I look forward to being able to, in one of those 6 days that I'm gone, getting on virtual coffee and us coming up with the plan for me to do the next thing. Because I already know that how many people know that you already have all the pieces to the puzzle?
Hmm.
You
You
just
really do.
you just need somebody to show you where to put the
You
pieces.
really do. Hey, can I just add one thing? I know we're
Yes.
over time. I want to take pressure off of people though, because what I've learned over time is sometimes we tell ourselves that we want something, right? And in saying that we want that comes with doing the work to get that, right? And where most people end up is they identified something they wanted, but they didn't want to do the work to get there. So, what I encourage you to do is take a step back, be real with yourself and answering the question, do you really want that or do you kind of want that? Because if you kind of want it, you're not going to do the work. You don't even want to do the work because you only kind of want it, right? Like I kind of want to lose 20 pounds. I kind of lose 20 pounds. I do kind of want to. But if I really wanted to lose 20 pounds, wouldn't I be doing
Mhm.
the things to lose 20 pounds, right? So be honest with yourself. You either really want it or you kind of want it. And it's okay to kind of want something and not want to do the work. That's called clarity. Okay. So don't go off this path of, oh, I got to do all the things for something you don't really want to do. Cut yourself some slack, give yourself some grace, right?
Yeah.
Be honest. If it's just that you kind of want to do it, take it off your list of priorities because you only kind of want the results, right? Focus on the things you really want. And a lot of the weight we're walking around with on our shoulders
Yeah.
will disappear.
Yeah, and we talk about that a lot. You know, where did that come from? Is that something that your parents told you to do? Something that your grandparents or a teacher or somebody told you you should do? But what could you do if you really wanted to do it? So that's we've been working through that for some time now. So I think that those folks that are in this group, they know exactly what they want. They don't kind of want it. They definitely want
You
it.
definitely want it.
Do the work that's required for that. So with that being said, I am so grateful for each and every one of you that has hung out since 8 o'clock this morning.
I
It's
know,
now
right?
10:56.
Look at
We,
y'all.
we done burned up. I don't even know how many hours of Dr. Ross's finances, but I am so grateful. I'm not sure what happened
Worth every minute.
at work. And listen, what? It is written, it is written, it is written. And I do believe, we know that God owns all the houses, God owns all the cars, God owns all the hearts, God owns all the money. So whatever money, whatever hearts, whatever thing that needs to be pushed in your direction, God will give it to us
Mhm.
every single time.
Yeah.
So, Shanette, will you help me with our prayer today? Please.
Sure. Go ahead. We're
All right.
blessed going in.
I'm blessed going in,
We're blessed going out.
blessed coming out,
We're blessed in the city.
blessed in the city,
We're blessed in the field.
blessed in the field.
So,
We're always in the right place at the right time with the right people doing the right thing for the right reasons.
Yes, yes, yes.
Everything is in divine order.
Everything.
As Jabez says, bless us indeed.
That's it.
Expand our territories. Extend an open hand of favor to us so we may do no harm. And what, guys, we let go and we let God. And we go with the flow and let the blessings and the monies roll on in from the north, south, east, and west, from above and beneath, and what I miss,
From known.
known and unknown sources. So go ahead, tell us about the money, Darlena.
We have supernatural, unlimited money, sowing supernatural, unlimited seeds.
mm,
And we
100%.
live and give from God's abundant overflow. So we never, ever, ever run out. We
Mhm.
do whatever we want every day and spend it every single day because overflow is always in our name. Okay?
Mm,
Because
I
our
receive it.
bank,
Brother, we could spend, we could give, we could keep, we do
yes,
all of that because, yes, our bank is in
heaven.
heaven.
I love that.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. What an amazing day. This is one for the record books. This is like our first day on the Artist's Way. We was there for 4.5 hours. God is
Wow.
definitely doing a thing. And I am grateful for those of us who know that God is in the midst. So when God is in the midst of whatever it is we are doing, we stop and everything else must wait.
Amen.
Everything else must wait. So you have proven that now for the second time that everything else must wait because God is here, speaking
Mm,
to each of us individually, telling us that the time is now, that playtime is over. And if money was your issue, it is not today.
right.
It is not today. So thank you, everybody. Go forth and be merry. And I will see you tomorrow from the Florida. Where am I be? I will be in Fort Lauderdale for my layover by 8 o'clock. I get to Fort Lauderdale at 7, and then I have a layover there. So I will be doing our call from there.
From the airport.
From the airport.
Yes.
Yeah, so more 9 times
Mhm.
out of 10, it will only be in Zoom more than likely. So it's just it'll be too much for me to try to figure out all of the other social spaces. So it will be in Zoom. So I have given the link multiple times. So y'all know what y'all gonna have to do if y'all want to get this tea tomorrow. So thank you everybody for being here. Have an amazing day on purpose. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you all. I'll see you next Friday.
Yeah.
Next Friday. Blessings.
Thank
Take
you. See
care,
y'all later. Bye
everyone.
bye.